I'm gonna start grinding all this pocket out, grinding all this down, grinding all this stuff down here. So it's gonna be might be a little boring, but got a couple of broken bolts down here. Let's see if you can see them. Four of them. 4 broken studs. So we're gonna have to fix that. That's where the strut bar, there's a strut bar that goes from here to the control arm. Goes down like that to the lower control arm and ball joint. So we're gonna fix that. Try to do that now. And then we'll move on to the back and start cutting the mini tubs out. Start doing that. So let me get to breaking these bolts loose and soak them with some penetrating oil and see if we can get them out. So we can't get the trunk open. So this is how I used to get a trunk open on an old car. You'd be able to crawl through, you'd have to pull the seat out and then crawl through there. There was space big enough. So we gotta undo the bolts.
You can sleep in this trunk.
You could sleep in there, you could fit like 15 dead bodies in there. This is when they made cars, man.
Anyway.
But this thing doesn't do nothing, so you just unbolt it. We'll get that unbolted and done. And then we got, while we're here, we got brought the tires and the rims in. We're gonna mount the tires and rims. We're gonna mount the skinnies in the front. So we're gonna get all of them mounted up because I'm gonna start seeing how much room I gotta cut out of the back. How much of that wheel tub we're gonna move in. Hello there, boy. Was it? They were loose, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why, because they were just flopping around. I couldn't get it to unhook. But you can see the car's real good. You got a spot right there. We're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that right there, that hole. And I think on this whole side, we're gonna do this whole side right here. I'm gonna put a nice patch panel on there. You never know what happened. And then the wheel tubs, what we're gonna do is we're gonna split them down the middle. We're gonna split it down the middle. We're gonna leave the brace up in there. We're gonna cut the trunk. We're gonna take the trunk off right now. And we're gonna cut these brackets, but we're gonna be able to use the trunk. So the trunk hinges, we're gonna use the trunk hinges, the same trunk hinges, we're just gonna move them over. They're gonna get cut off and then just re-tag down the next wherever they end up. But this is probably gonna get moved probably about 2 or 3 inches in. And then we'll put a piece across the inside of it and
there's the brake
join
pedal.
it back together. Here's your brake pedal, Tom. But this is a I gotta watch what I say, but this is let's just say this is a kid's pedal. This is a kid's pedal. I'll call it a kid's pedal. Tommy showed me a picture. He sent me of a man pedals. Man have 2 of these. They got 2 of these side by side, and then the little gas pedal. Little boys only get to play with 1 pedal. You'll see. It's gonna be a badass car right here. 427 4-speed. I think he said he's putting Tremec, the new Tremec tranny in it. The one up from the TKO 600, whatever the number is. I forget what he told me, but it's a great tranny. All right, let's get going. Josh was gonna start cleaning up the welds here. He's gonna clean up these 2 spots. He's gonna clean up the 2 spots where the plates go for the roll cage, because we already know the roll cage ends up here. We're gonna put it behind this pillar. It's gonna end up about right here like this. Because Tommy's a big boy. He needs a lot of room, 6'3". So we'll get this going. And I'll start sizing up. I'm gonna mount a couple of these rims and tires so we can size up how much we gotta move. So we're mounting these rims and tires, putting this drag radials on. Gotta get some valve stems. The first rim we took out of the box had a valve stem in it, and then the other one didn't, so I had to break that one down again to make sure that the valve was tight, because I'm thinking maybe he just stuck it on there by hand. But this one doesn't have one either. So I looked in the box. I got other ones, so I'm using the ones I got. So we're putting these in it. And I had to take that back off to make sure that the nut in there was tight. So here we go. Alright, so what we're doing here, we're going to start mounting these plates. We ground down all this area here. We're going to make a template here like that. And trace these onto one of these plates, and then we're going to put this plate down and bend it in to form it to the floor. That's it. Now we got 2 of those.
We'll see how they fit.
These are good. Those go in there.
Now we got it on the other side.
That's gonna go like that. And then,
And the flat plate on the bottom, we're gonna bend
right,
it.
so now
curve.
it's only a 6-inch plate, right? So we're gonna go get a piece of 8-inch plate and make it come all around. So it'll go from here all the way down to here to meet the end of this one. Or else if we only put the 6 inch, it's gonna stop like right there. The bar is gonna be like right into this corner. Alright? Alright. Getting the spindles ready. We forgot to take the spindles off. So now these backing plates are junk. We got the spindles off. Show them that one. Right? And then what we'll do is we're going to sandblast, tape that off, and then sandblast that. Those will be painted black too.
This I gotta get a screwdriver.
This one had a little malfunction. I wonder what the hell happened to that thing. Anyway, all right, he's going to finish doing that. In the meantime, we're going to start taking off this trunk lid. Let's finish taking it. You got a 1/2 inch wrench? All right. Why don't you go step up in there and then hold it up, and I'll take them off. No, just hold it right there. Hold on 1 second. Stick this in here.
There was one on the top. Didn't even see it.
Do you think there's only one?
Yeah.
Really? One?
No, I thought there wasn't one in there.
Oh, you saw that hole?
Yeah. Wasn't even looking at that one. Thought I only had one in it on that side.
Go down a little bit, right there. Come on down, give me a piece of cardboard to put on it.
Put it on the.
Put it right on his cardboard. All right, here we go. Next step. We're gonna undo that hinge. We're gonna take the springs out of it and then undo the hinge and then start cutting all around here. Take the 2 braces off the other side, and then we're gonna split it. All right, here we go.
So you can put plenty of people. Got a bench press. I'm gonna hold one side up. And...
Leave it on the floor. Just be careful because it'll spring back and go flying. Lay it on the floor someplace where it's not going to come apart.
Leave it right there.
So, see how far away this is from the quarter panel? So,
when you go
that's what sucks.
Yeah.
Because when you put the wheel in it,
underneath here, if we can see this, it actually kind of curves in. It curves in a little bit as it goes up, so the tire's sitting under there. It was hitting.
That's what we're going to see how the wheel sits. So I'm going to split this. I'm going to leave all this in here. I'm not even going to touch that.
Yeah,
I'm going to split this here.
Out,
yeah, so, but I want to see if it fits. If the tire fits and it looks okay, then we'll leave this. If not, we're going to do something with that. But, so for now, we're just going to cut this off right here.
And then we'll just re-weld it wherever.
This got to stay exactly where it is anyway. So it's probably going to get cut a little bit higher like that, and then it'll end up like right like that. All right. Give me the Sawzall. And then I need you to come back here and start taking some of this, get all this shit out of here.
Good.
Beautiful. No turning back now, Tom. It's all over. It's gonna stay like that. Well, let's just do one side. Let me cut that. We're gonna go on the other side and cut all them spot welds off that sheet. All right, so we're up on the lift. Josh, show them where I cut.
Huh?
Show them where I cut. Point it out right there. So I cut that, and I cut that on the bottom. And now we're gonna
drill all the spot welds out.
Drill all the spot welds out and move that panel, get that panel off. And then I'm gonna go on the inside and start taking the inside of the wheel well off. I'm gonna make a slice. We're gonna make a slice here, and then we're gonna go right. We're gonna follow this line. Right here. Go all the way around. To this frame rail, even with the frame. All right, so he's got one side off. He's starting to get the other side off. And I got the slice made.
You can cut this out.
I got the slice made here, all the way around, all the way around. And I'm gonna start going across and then go right to the frame rail. I made a little slice right here. We're gonna go right across that. All right. He's inside the car, I'm outside the car, so we're just cutting it and then we're just gonna show you what we're doing because there's no way to hold the camera in here doing both things. Make sure I'm not hitting nothing on the top. I'm gonna put a new blade on this.
No.
Good?
Yeah. Well, you're way far from it, you know, because you're cutting it on the frame, so.
I know. That's what I'm gonna do.
Alright. And it should pop right out.
All right, here we go. There's nothing in the way though up there, right?
No.
You sure we're doing this? Too late now. Come over here.
Here.
Get on this side.
Holding it up.
Oh, there we go. Ready? Nice. How's that? Huh? Looks good. Now we can fit some tire in here. Now what we do is we're gonna measure the tire now. This is gonna come out. We're gonna measure the tire now and see how it fits in there, right? And then if it fits, great. If not, then we start notching this. But I'm more worried about this side. How high the tire is going to go, because this starts to come in
Now,
like
now
that.
you can see that, how it curves.
All right, let's
So.
get put it back down on the ground, and then we'll look at it and see. Put a tire under it real quick. All right, so here we are. Got the wheel well cut out. That's where the tire is going to sit. Like that. Car looks killer like that. It's so good. That's a 10-inch ride height from the bottom of the rocker. I know 10 inch sounds like a lot. My race car is 8 inches, and that thing slams on the ground. So, as a street car, this is like perfect. But it looks great. It looks real good. So, now we got to modify a couple things in here, because that's how close we are. We cut it right to the frame, and then on the inside of there. So we're gonna modify this panel. That panel comes in like that, but
well, you could see it.
you could see it like that.
It,
but the
it's
wheel-
two
but
separate
the-
pieces,
right,
so.
the quarter panel and then the wheel well. So we're gonna cut the wheel well and make it go straight up, and then we're gonna notch the frame like right here. We're gonna notch this from here and then just go straight up like that,
Now
and
when
give
we
them
get this-
another inch room. So it'll be like the same here all the way down, like that. So the frame will be split right down the middle, and then we'll reinforce it, which it ain't gonna go anywhere anyway. With the cage and everything in the car, it won't go anywhere. I had my car like that for 30 something years with the frame notched right down the middle. Not even down the middle. There was only like that much of the frame.
Yeah.
Like a lip.
Oh, you just double it pretty much.
Yeah, you just double it up with the steel, so it becomes actually probably stronger than what it is. But yep, that's where it's gonna sit, looking good. So we're gonna start cutting the other side out, do the same thing, and then we're gonna finish notching all this stuff here. This will get closed off, and this will get notched. So we're gonna mark it all out and then start cutting it. All right, here we go.
Alright, so got the chalk on the end of the stick, and we'll mark all this out.
So now what we're going to do is from that line, we're going to go that much higher. So the actual, it'll have that much room, way more room than that actually. This tire will be able to come all the way up to here if it had to, but from here to here, because what we're going to do is we're going to cut this open and then
Put a piece
move
of
it in.
Yeah.
Cut it up here and on the bottom, and then just move the whole thing and put like a 2-inch lip on it. It'll be like a pocket. Like another wheel well inside a wheel well. Alright, and then I gotta mark this. Let's see. Here. I'm gonna go right across like that. So I'm gonna come right across here. And then right across here. Stay straight, make a straight line. Probably go right to the inside of the frame rail.
Yeah.
And that's it. So it only has to end here.
Right.
And that's the widest spot. This will have plenty of room. This is no problem. The outside will have plenty of room. Yep. Alright. So if you get a piece of tape, you can actually put a piece of tape.
Yeah,
like
make a
this,
straight line all the way down.
and you just keep going, just like that. That's about right.
It's pretty close.
That's good. Okay. All right. So you see how this and this, there's probably that much room in there. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna lay out a piece of tape. We're gonna go above that, go straight in, like that. Cut this off, and make our own piece in there. All right, Goomba.
There's a little piece up top.
Nice. Didn't even touch nothing. And I went down to this lip. This way I could build it from here and come all the way up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this completely off. And then either I make another piece or just extend this one. Let's see. I might extend this one because this looks stock. Oh yeah! Wow. Nice.
That was a close cut. Look at that.
Look at that. Perfect. Can't get no better than that. So now this, right, will go in here like this, right? And then we'll just make it go in like that. Revolve that like that, and then put a piece in there like that. Stretch all that back out. I'll stitch all this back together. It'll look factory in here.
Okay.
See what I mean? It'll look like that. Now you got all that room. This will move back.
Yep.
And add a piece right here like that. All right. Got the other side. Got that other panel back off. All spot welds done. Josh is cleaning this side. He's taking all the scraping all the stuff off of this thing so we could wire wheel it after we're done with that, and then I'm gonna start cutting this side. Alright, so we got that all cut out. I just got to go through with the saw, with the little air saw, and get behind there and cut the little braces. So I'm going to detach it from the two little braces that are behind it. It should come right out. Now the tedious part. We've been messing with this most of the day now. Got all the undercoating off. And then we're gonna do that piece, that one, and that one. Get all the undercoating off. You got this one clean. You got this nice and clean. We're gonna wire wheel that.
Part pretty much preserved by
Yeah. You gotta get all the undercoating off of this side. All this stuff gotta come off. And we'll start putting it back together. Okay. Now we got room. Probably still gonna notch the frame in the front. Sits sweet. So that's sitting a hair lower than it even was, but now you see how much room we got. Now we got no clearance problems. Got all that. So once I notch that frame in the front, that tire could come down even more if he wants. Or up into the car. But I don't know how much you want to really go in. The car's going to be on the ground as it is. That's a sweet ride right there.